Hello, everybody. For those of you here, I am building a bit of an arena kind of thing. I found this awesome Ashlands island right here in my already creative build. This is my creative map that I use for lots of different things. I have my regular arena right here, efficient home, the Waffles home. I made a bar right there. The fortress, this is the VPS map as well. But I wanted to do like an Ashlands specific staging ground. So that's what I kind of started to build right here. And I figured, you know what? Might as well stream it because you guys always come up with such cool ideas. So that's what we're doing. I made this circle right here. The biggest thing I wanted to test was, weapons and stuff. But, if I have a nice, cool arena, then I have the ability to, efficiently spawn in enemies and test different weapons and stuff. But yeah, I figured this would be a fun way to do it. How am I supposed to watch the series with Glitchy when you go live? Sorry. Oopsies. That is a great episode, by the way. I absolutely had so much fun. Obviously making it with him, but editing that episode was just so much fun. I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah, here we are. Making an arena, I guess. So this is full creative mode, so I've got dev commands enabled. I'm using no cost build mode. This is just me building the arena. We're not doing anything fancy. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to come up with here, but it should be something interesting. This is about the right size that I'm looking for. 3 blocks wide. Should be pretty nice. Hello, Askvin. It's fine. I'm in ghost mode, so enemies can't see me. So yeah, I'm just gonna build this arena and do it while live. Isaiah, welcome. Shenanigans! You're up really early. Or are you still up? Making it with him. Making it? Yeah. Dude, I would make out with Glitchy. Wait, what? Funny, your friends and I were making... Oh, nice. I love a good arena. So let's see if I can come up with something at least moderately decent. I have some ideas, but I don't know if this will turn into anything. I mean, this could just be a nice Ashlands base. But again, this is on a cool island that I found right here. That's just really cool. And so, not a whole lot of space around me. It's still in the Ashlands. And, I don't know what this is going to be. But I have some things that I want to do and test. And I figured if I'm going to test Ashlands stuff, why not test it in the Ashlands in a nice, safe, secure arena? Arena? Arena. Not sure how long I will be coherent, but you're here. Same. I should go higher, I think. I think black marble's the right answer for this because Grouston, it's... Ooh, maybe I could line it up with Grouston. No, that won't work. Although it might give good accents. But like this maybe in the center? No, that won't look... Will that look good? Potentially. Maybe we'll mess with all the build pieces. I sound a lot better, thank you. I'm feeling probably 80% today. Much, much better. I was thinking, okay, do I record some Adventures of Waffles? Do I just do some live stream playthrough? Or do I do something like this? And this kind of won out. So I've been wanting to do a little bit of testing. The whole point of me launching Valheim right now was I wanted to test to see if you're using like the Thundering Axes and you have like an Askvin or whatever it is, you have enemies nearby, but also you're trying to defend a friendly Diverger. Will your Chain Lightning, will it actually arc and hit the Diverger, angering them? That's a good question, and that's a problem if you have like the Thundering Axes. I don't want that. You'd have to switch to a different weapon in that particular case. So I was going to make maybe a short out of the answer to that, but I figured if I'm going to do some testing, I might as well make an arena. Flame metal between those blocks. Oh. Flame metal between the blocks. See, I haven't messed with that just yet. So this is also just me experimenting with new pieces. Not that black marble's new, but you know what I mean. Okay, so that's 3 high. That's a good size, a good height for the walls, I think. And then, I mean, I don't really need anything fancy, but maybe I do make something a little fancy. I don't know. Pushing K to kill. You can vouch. Ooh, hang on a second. I'm going to ENV clear just for this particular part of the video, just so that I can have a nice view for this. So, you say it won't stand too long? Flame metal pillars. That would look really nice. Yeah, that looks really cool. So maybe we put that, I don't know, somewhere in the corners. It'd have to go on the sides. Hello. It'll help against the mobs more. Grate it too. So you say the flame metal pillars will help against the mobs. I was just going to put a shield in the center maybe. Or somewhere. But I don't know. I would like to maybe give it... I don't know. I'm not sure yet. This is all... I'm just pulling this out of my backside. Because I could just make it a nice full arena. Like the one that I have... my other arena. But I don't know what to do with this. Like this. This is fine as it is. But I would prefer to make something a little fancier. Oh, a good test right here. Okay, you're just gonna take care of it, aren't you? Or no? Ah. Okay, well, we've got some Diverger friends. Let's spawn an Asksvin. If I get a chain lightning effect, will it arc to them? Oh, well, alright, fine. Oh, come on. I'm unlocking stuff. This is a character that I've used for testing and nothing else. I haven't done any exploring with this guy yet in the Ashlands. So, alright, another Askvin. A 2-star. Oh, it's purple! Come on, give me some chain lightning. Okay. So far it's not arcing to anyone. So maybe it doesn't arc to friendlies. Well, let's do that again. Okay, if it maybe arcs to these enemies... Oh, okay. It just arced to them. Now they're enemies. They don't like me now, so I have to kill them. It just did it. So, clearly... Yeah, that definitely proves it. If you have Divergers in your area, and you're fighting against enemies with some sort of thundering weapon, some sort of chain lightning weapon, you have to be very careful. Maybe switch to a different weapon if you want to keep them friendly. Alright. Well, now we know. Okay. I guess I'll test more again. Once I have this all ready to go. Okay, let me read this. Slightly reinforcing it is all you're doing. You had mine Arch 2, and they started fighting me. Oh, yeah, Arc. 2 patches ago nearby. Tried the Slayer yet? I have tried the Slayer. I have a Brutal Slayer in the Waffle Iron server, and it's kind of underwhelming. I think the Slayer is awesome, but I think you have to use it specifically in the right context because it's a slow swinger. So if it's like these swing fast, and so you have a lot more higher chance of actually getting the arc, because you're hitting multiple times and you have a 25% chance of getting that effect. So the more times you hit, the more likely you are to get that effect applied. But the Slayer, TH sword, Slayer. So as an example, the Slayer is slow to swing, so you're not hitting as often. And so basically, if you have any effect applied to it, you're not hitting nearly as often. So I think really the blood effect is good for this one, even though I think the blood effect overall needs a rework, because 0.2% per health lost is just not much. Even if you're missing 300 health, that's only 60 extra damage. It's silly. So, but still, you're not hitting nearly as much as something like this. So you're hitting a whole lot more, which means you have a higher chance of actually enacting the effect. So a nature one of these, it'd be fine, but it wouldn't be too efficient in comparison to like a sword. So like a regular sword, you know what I mean? Because a regular sword, like, I don't know how to spawn that, so let's just make it. Well, I guess I'll just make the Storm Star. So yeah, if you have the Storm Star, you hit much faster, but you're knocking things back. So also, it just kind of depends on the particular use case. Like, are you trying to knock enemies back and keep them away from you? That's very, very good in very hard difficulty. You want enemies to go back and stay back. So in that case, if you're playing on very hard, I actually really like the Clawson, because you have the ability to push enemies back if we... like this. Well, maybe not exactly like that, but if you've got multiple enemies on you, you can push it back and lock it back, especially if very hard difficulty is happening. If you're on very hard difficulty, it's just, you kind of want enemies to stay back. But with this, you don't have nearly as much chance to actually enact the chain lightning effect. Yeah, you get the lightning damage, it's great, but it's not as good as something like a sword. Like if I make the sword, it doesn't knock enemies back, and so you're hitting them more often. So that's the way that I've basically found so far to be the best option. But let's make the Needhog. I'll make the lightning one. Thundering. So with this, you're not pushing enemies back. Okay. One. We'll punch it. So I can get as many hits in as possible, and it gets the lightning effect in there. It's doing more damage while not moving it back. And so if there are more enemies, the more hits I get on the enemy, the more likely I am to enact that chain lightning. And so for something like the lightning effect, I think the Needhog and the axes are going to be the best bet. But the Clawson, once again, absolutely fantastic because it can push enemies back and lock them back. That's not the question you asked, really, but I got carried away in how I kind of have been seeing and experiencing these enemies. And it's been so much fun to play with all these different weapons and enjoy them. Slayer. I wasn't able to spawn weapons. I have to try. Yeah. So like the Brutal Slayer. I think really this is the best version of the Slayer. Not because of the brutal effect, but because, like I said, the Scourging Slayer, you still got to find a way to enact that lightning effect, and the more times you hit, the more likely you are to be able to enact that effect. Yeah, so it's just, you're being super slow with the Slayer. It's not super slow, it's doable. but you're not swinging as fast as the Needhog. So, I mean, a lightning one would be fine. It would be really good, but it wouldn't be as good, I think, as the Brutal Slayer. But you don't have that knockback that the Stormstar does. So, yeah, it just depends on your particular use case and how you're doing it. But I just think the Primal Slayer, I don't know, I think it's good. There's nothing wrong with the Primal effect. I really, really like the Primal effect, but I think it's best with knockback. That's my opinion. That's how I feel about it. And so far, that's just the best way I can, the best answer to my questions. In my experience, that's what we've got. Let's see. How can we do this? What can we do here? I guess I could do something like this. This could look good. Yeah. I think there's potential here. How's everybody doing? 25 people here right now. Everybody having fun with the new update? Yeah, knockback definitely a huge advantage on very hard difficulty. We've been really discovering that and appreciating it in the Waffle Iron server, because that's just on very hard difficulty. So fun. Gotta tip my boys on 4. Be interested in us. Okay, you have fun. Oh yeah, I put on the Ask Armor because I wanted to play with it. I think it looks so good. I think the Ask Armor is beautifully designed. I really like the green top. It looks very functional. It looks very kind of sneaky, but not too sneaky. This is 100% Ranger's armor, and I think the Askven Hide cape is just, it's meant for this. This is the armor set that it's meant for sure. But you get the full set bonus now, which I see at the very bottom right there. I'm pointing it to with my finger. You get plus 10% pierce, so your pierce damage, I guess, is additional 10%. So that's nice. Even though things are mostly immune to pierce in this biome. But oh well, it's cool. Run. So yeah. Not a huge amount of armor. I have it at level 2 right now. Still a little sick, but working on it. So, yeah, a lighter armor lets you move more freely. Every move requiring less energy. Run stamina usage minus 10, jump stamina usage minus 10, attack stamina usage minus 20%. It's pretty fantastic. I just really like the look. I think the look is fantastic. And if you run Ranger, if you run ranged a lot, this is definitely your answer, although everything hits really hard. And so maybe you would want a little bit more. Oh, that's a 1-star. Maybe you'd want a little more damage negation, but it's okay. I think this is pretty good. I really like it. I just like the look. Giggling's here. Been trying to find a 2-star Askven and tame it. Pretty sure they're night spawns. Yeah, that's likely. I don't think I've seen a 2-star Askven in the wild. But I have seen 2-star Morgans. Multiple at that. And they're not okay. Guess I could eat. So that's done right there. That looks pretty good. That's a good wall. Absolute nightmare fuel, seriously. Like I don't know what else to do. This is where my creativity just kind of falls flat because, you know, I had this idea for a center area right here that would be really cool. Yeah, great, fantastic. But now what? I don't know. Maybe I could give it a floor? Should I give it a floor or should I just leave it like this? Because this floor won't ever need repairs. Yeah, I see you guys over there. Anybody have any thoughts? Looks pretty good so far. What if I just play around? There we go. That's what I need. Pillars at the bottom right here, maybe. Leave the floor natural. Yeah, that's I think that's what I did with my regular arena, and I think it makes sense. Flame metal pillar maybe on the top of this. No, that doesn't work well. Just a regular pillar. Grouston. Grouston. See, this could look good. So we just panel it all up. And that's clean walls. But we still have the protection of the black marble on the outside. Oh, what is going on here? Are you different? You're not different. You're the same. That's what I thought. Auto. No, don't do this to me. Okay, maybe I just go around the outside first. Or the bottom, I guess. This has potential. Okay. Sailor guns! Wisp torches on top would be smart. I like that idea. Ooh, I don't know if that... Yeah, that's right. Okay, these are placing nicely now. Yeah, okay. That looks good. Looks good. I don't think that one's good. There we go. Fabulous. Oh, something's up. Something's up. There. There we go. Okay. Are they all lined up nicely? Something's up with this. No, it's fine. This looks weird. Okay. Ah. That's what I'm trying for. Okay. That's mostly good. New arena? Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I don't know exactly what to do, but I just lined the inside with Grouston. And now what? Now what is the question? So I could put the flame metal pillars down here now. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, this looks good. Grouston roofs. I know there's an arched roof. Looks good. I don't think I really need a roof. Any thoughts? I don't know what to do. I am really bad at this. What about... Oh, that was my voice. Building. No. Just these to edge it up a little bit? Apparently not. Pillars might give a bit of a Roman Colosseum vibe, yeah. But where? So what about this? No, this will look stupid. This would 100% look stupid. I am not a master builder. Oh, I didn't realize there was a smaller wall. There are things fighting over here. Oh, another good example of, here we go, let's try it again. Will this anger the rogue? Oh, well, I guess we'll never know. Okay, kill. Okay, pillars might give it Roman Colosseum. Change the snapping options to get the flame metal pillars between the walls, maybe. The flame metal pillars. So, are you talking like the corners right here? Because this would give it depth right here. That looks, actually, that looks kind of good as it is. That looks pretty nice. But like different snapping. Or are you talking about like this? Does upgrading the troll staff do anything other allow for more spawns, or does the blood... I honestly don't know just yet. More testing needs to be done for sure. I wish the wiki would just be updated already, but I don't actually know for sure yet. I've played with it. So far, even with a level 3, the max I've been able to spawn is two trolls. And I'm assuming they just probably have more health. But I don't know. Huh. Kind of nice, I guess. In real life, this would be a huge waste of resources. I think that looks good. Or is there? Do I just use the stone version? Yeah, shinies. It just feels like a waste. Wish there was a longer version. There's no longer version, is there? No. Come on, game. You want to flex the flame metal? Yeah, seriously, if you have that much, go for it. It's trivial. You have so much that it doesn't even matter anymore. Oh, this one's all messed up. Oh well. Perfection is not required. Where'd that go? Get back to where you're... Get to your home. That's where it wants to be. Sure, there. Good. They need to make longer ones of these. Of course. Oh man, this is taking forever. Fantastic. That looks not garbage. Maybe arches on the top. Like Mickey D's sign. It's like we start it right here. And the hardcore will be possible? Possible, yes. A good idea? Most certainly not. Would this give me anything? Would this let me do anything? I could put roofs right there, I guess. The corner. That won't do it. That won't do it. How? I don't want to be the noob asking for nerfs, but the Ashlands seems quite the ordeal. No. So they have not, I wouldn't call it nerfed things. They've fixed things. If you watched the first 5 episodes of Two Idiots Brave the Ashlands, you'll see the very first iteration of the Ashlands, where every single sound aggro's enemies. Everything hears everything. Their spawn rate is ridiculous. So they did fix that, because that was just an error. They fixed it so that it wasn't just absolutely, completely impossible to progress, even in medium default difficulty. So that's really nice. I appreciate that for sure. But ultimately, I don't... No, hey, stay. I don't... Is there no middle piece there? Because this is great, but there's nothing that goes in the middle. So I have to do this. Can you not fall off, please? Yeah, that looks like horrible. That looks like garbage. It looks like garbage. All right, let's experiment with something real quick. Okay, this is bothering me. So if I do this, what if I do this instead? So I still have the outer wall, and those arches could look good. Yeah, it definitely is a crazy amount for spawning all the time. It's serious. It's seriously just silly. But now it's actually a whole lot better. So the episode that came out today, we recorded that yesterday, and I think it's a whole lot more reasonable. It's possible to progress. Also, I've been playing a lot on very hard difficulty on the Waffle Iron server, so I have a little bit more familiarity with it, how enemies work, how they actually, you know, their attack patterns and stuff. So I have a little bit better experience with that. So, yeah, progress. I don't know if this is the right way to go. I don't like it. I don't know what to do here. How about this? How about this? Ooh, actually. No, because that's just... It needs to be wide. I don't need it to be thin. I would want it to do this. And I don't want to put 940,000 of those. Yeah, very hard Valheim is not okay. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I just think that they need to really update a lot of the mechanics when it comes to very hard, because it's impossible to block. Blocking becomes nothing. You can't do anything to block enemies in very hard. You really can't. Well, I guess this is the arena. All right, let's place these back up over here. This looks good. Lighting things up nicely. Oop. Lovely. And they're all... Oop, there's one that's missing. All right. That's another one. Hey. Not what I clicked on. Let's just mark this real quick. Lovely. All right, that doesn't look horrible. Let me read this. I like to look at Google images of castles and old structures before I've done that a little bit, but I haven't. This has been pulled out of my backside for sure. No plan. I just wanted a big circle testing grounds. This looks pretty good though. Haven't tested all the shields, but I think the tower shields and bucklers might be somewhat useful. I will mention, if we look at the shields, let's look at the tower shields. So, if you know, movement speed minus 20. I'm pointing with my finger again. All tower shields, except for the serpent scale shield, have a movement speed penalty of minus 20%. The serpent scale shield is 15%, but the new flame metal tower shield is only minus 10%. So that's significant. That is something. I don't know what that means exactly. Obviously, you're going to be able to run faster, but the block armor is still pretty much the same. You don't have the ability to parry, which is not ideal for tower shields. That's definitely a not great thing about tower shields, but you have the ability to run a little bit faster. And so, if you don't block very often, but you have a horde of enemies all around you, and you want to break out something to, block every once in a while, let's make one real quick, I guess. You can just kind of hold it up, and it will hold back the hordes of enemies while not terribly slowing you down. So that's kind of cool, actually. Like, I'll make the black metal tower shield real quick. We'll make it this color. And I'll make the serpent scale as well. Let's do a full comparison. So this is a regular tower shield right here. Movement speed penalty of minus 20%. So I'm pretty slow, but I'm wearing the Ask armor, so I'm going to be reasonably okay. Serpent scale shield, just a little bit faster. It's 5% difference. This one, it's an additional 5%, so I'm actually almost as fast as I normally would be. Put it away. Yeah, still a lot faster. But yeah, we've got a 10% penalty of movement speed, 15%, 20%. So that is huge. That's new. I like that. Pretty awesome. If you want columns, try making a snap point 1 meter out from the inner wall. Ooh, hang on a second. A 1 meter snap point. So what about this? I'll experiment like that. Yeah, that brings it out a little bit. That's kind of cool, actually. Can I get it just a little bit closer? So I could do this. And then... It's too big. Hey! Can you chill? I don't know if I like it. I just don't know if I like it. Okay, let's read this. Skeleton Tower Shield early game. Very cute. Your mom. Nice name. You would have to eat 3 health foods for shields, I think. Very hard. Everything is fast. Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, the minus 10 movement speed is significant in comparison. Definitely faster than battle axes. Yeah, for sure. Battle axes are ridiculous. Minus 20 movement speed for your weapon. Absolutely silly. Yeah, I don't think I like this. Actually, that closer one might have been okay. But, yeah, I think a little depth in the middle right here would be good. that. That looks alright, I guess. No, stop it. Should we just do this? In each corner like this? No, because this one doesn't even fit. Alright. We're not worrying about it. Stop it. What did I just say? What did I just say? Bunch of jerks, these walls. Okay. So now what? This looks pretty good. It's going to be a little squishy for certain enemies, but this looks pretty good. How can I top off this wall up top here? Like this. Yeah. Grumpy Grousted. Like they could have done more with the shields. The armor and weapons progressively look cooler, especially black metal. Flame metal shield armor looks kind of just like iron. So actually, I'm going to differ with you on this. I know I'm definitely, it's an opinion for sure. I think, for me, what I really like is the reality aspect. I like it when things are, you know, they look a little bit closer to what things would look like in real life. So I like this armor because it, you know, kind of looks real. But wooden shields, they look realistic. The silver shield looks realistic. Serpent scale shield looks pretty good too. But then you get the shields like the Carapace, you get the Bone Tower shield, and the Black Metal shield. I'm not a big fan of the Black Metal Tower shield. I just don't really like the way it looks. I don't like the weird chains. I don't feel like that's very accurate to the way things used to look like that. I just don't like it. That's my personal preference. The Banded Shield, I think, is one of the coolest looking shields in the game, just because I think it looks simplistic. I think it looks nice. It looks clean. And for me, clean design is awesome. And so that's why I personally really, really like the new Flame Metal Shield, because, at least in my experience, in my mind, it kind of does look like a new version of that shield right there. So, if we switch between these two, it's literally kind of just a new version of the Banded Metal Shield. And honestly, for me, I like that. I think it looks really nice. But that's me. It kind of doesn't really look like a nice fancy upgrade. That's for sure. It doesn't look super beautiful. But I think it looks nice. But like the Carapace shield, it looks cool. I like it. But it's, you know, I just don't feel like it's reality. But obviously we have, you know, thundering weapons, and we have pickles. So obviously there's a gap there. There's a discrepancy. So some of it's reality, some of it's not reality. But I like the realistic looking shields. For me, that's my favorite style. I like that. But I'm not everybody. Okay. What can I do to zhuzh this thing up a little bit? How about banners? Bruce? Gotta be orange. It's like in between each one of these. An orange banner. This one's a little different. Oh well, not worried about it. Ignore. Everything is the same. Everything's fine. No issues. No imperfections. All is well. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. So yeah, that looks a lot nicer already. Very, very Waffles. Waffle-esque. Like the Draugr does look way cooler. Yeah, I think it looks really cool for sure, even if it's not based in reality. I still appreciate what it is. Like, we don't have magic staves in real life. It's just, you know, there's some reality, some not reality. I love the new toys. Love the sound effects too. Not that. So, sound effects. Yeah, the orange banner looks good. Now, what do we do? How can we zhuzh it up even more? Should we put a bunch of Lox rugs down here? No. I think it looks pretty good as is. That's a pretty good arena right there. Ashwood arena. Ooh. Ooh. Hold the phone. Now, where? How? It won't go. No, come on. I don't want to shift click. Oh, that would be a great idea though. A beam like this. That looks pretty good. Actually, I really like that. Oh no. Perfection is not required. Huh. That's turning out nice. I gotta fix this one then. Where's that triple I used? So that goes there. And then sure. No. There, that looks a lot cleaner. That's a big gap. Unacceptable. There. And there. Excellent. And now there's... Okay. Perfection, not required. Once again. I'm a good enough guy, you know? Occasionally, I can be a bit OCD, but only about very specific things. Ah. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. They added so much in this update. Yeah, I do really like that. Snap to the bottom of the wall and snap to the wall. Support the planks on the wall. Should I do another one? Another line? That'd be a lot of work. Would another line look good? I think not. Or do we do that? I think we probably do. Another line, yes or no? Favorite dinner companion you... Hey, great. I'm glad you have fun. It's just fantastic. Do I do 2 stripes or do I leave it at 1 stripe? Two lines? What's the arena for? I'm just gonna... This is an Ashlands area right here. So basically, I figured if I'm going to do lots of Ashlands testing, I might as well have a staging grounds in the Ashlands. Okay, 2 beams. Belheim brings... Yeah, it definitely brings the OCD out of all of us. 2 lines it is. I think this is turning out pretty nice. We've created some depth, created some patterns. Maybe it doesn't look nice. Maybe it just looks not horrible. And that's all that matters, right? It's a Waffles build after all. It's not going to be beautiful. It's going to be functional and not ugly. All right, 2 lines. How about a vertical line? What do you think? In each corner, a vertical line? Some of them will be sticking out more than the rest. Barn builds, yes. You might as well add the second, yeah. Freaking out about learning you can fit the trebuchet. Oh, yeah. The trebuchet in the new ship. It's really cool. Catapult. We can settle for not horrible. Yeah, that's about right. It doesn't look not terrible. It looks great. Hey, thank you. See how the upper rail line highlights the lantern. I think I like this. Except it doesn't always go in there. So maybe we don't do this. Oh no. Okay, that apparently doesn't want to go in there, so we just won't put it in there. Okay, now random thought. Random thought. Now will this go there? No, the Grouston is still in the way. Strap a ballista on the boat. Yeah, I thought for sure maybe we would be able to put a portal on the new boat, but sadly no. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. That's what she... Never mind. Alright, random idea here. It's like... Just a random idea. Oh boy. Thought I had you even. Really? Okay, well, the idea was to maybe make like a... So put the pillars right here. What? That's it? Oh, that's dumb. This would add a lot of depth, though. But I would put it in the corner right there. Yeah, that's not going to work. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Dumb ideas with waffles. Stairs on the edge. So, oh. Like this? Actually, that could be nice. Yeah! Yeah! This is a great idea. This is the best kind of building. It's collaborative building. It's not just my dumb brain working, or not working. It's everybody's brain coming up with ideas together. All right. That looks nice. That looks really nice. I really like that. Is there a... No. Looked like there was a patch of regular dirt there for a second. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's everybody's brains not working. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Well. So if I, okay. How do I protect this? Because there's lots of really hostile mobs everywhere outside. And the moment I turn off, like, ghost mode, maybe, no, I guess it's not on ghost mode, and they're not attacking the walls right now. So it's fine, I guess. What about if I just add some sharp stakes out here? Ashwood, oh, stake wall, that's cool. I don't remember seeing this before. Nice, look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay, give me 10 seconds, I'll be right back. Okay, back. Hundreds of hours in Valheim, might be onto something. Yeah. I have an idea. On the outsides of these, I think it'd be cool to have trophies. So 2 on each side after the corners. I have to pull up the spawn codes for all the trophies. Figure out which trophies deserve to be placed. Although we have space for pretty much all trophies, I'd say. As long as it's not massive and annoying to put up. Because we don't want to crowd the space. Okay, so that's the space for all the trophies. And they're evenly spaced. We can even put one in the center right here. If we really wanted to, because that would be an even space. We don't want to do that. A warm color trophy would go well with flags. And we could just do all Surtling trophies. All in Queen. Oh, just nothing but Queen trophies. Or just all bone mass. Totally. Alright. I remember, let's see. Sure. Asks Finn. I don't think the abomination is, it's... Ooh. Cultist. Drake. Dragon Queen. How about, what is it again? What is it again? Oh, I know this one. I know this one. Brood. No. What is it? Yeah, Valkyrie trophies look good. Sure, a Vulture trophy. Honor the Greylings. No Greyling trophy, but there's a Grey Dwarf trophy. Grey Dwarf. Grey Dwarf Brute. Grey Dwarf Shaman. Goblin. Goblin Brute. Goblin. Shaman. What's the Drake trophy? I forget. I know it, though. I know it. Hatchling. Ha. Alright, let's put some of these up. Lovely. Alright, now what? We got a lot more space. Troll. It's the ice troll. Troll, it's the frost troll. I don't know why that's the code, but that's the code. Draugr Elite. And what is this? Them. Is there a female Draugr trophy? No, it's just a regular Draugr trophy. So we got some Draugr up there. Blob. Skeeter. Leech. Locke's trophy would be too big, I think. But it is, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the Locke's trophy. It definitely looks derpy. The Blob as well. The Blob trophy looks weird. Is there a growth? There's a growth trophy too. That looks okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have a lot more space. Wow. Okay. Seekers. Seeker Brood is definitely a really nice trophy. How do we do the Vulture trophy? The Valkyrie. It's not a Valkyrie. Shard. Archer? Sure. Mage. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Melee is just a head. Sure. Hot fishing bait. Nice. Go back over here. Gyal, that would be too big. It's just his legs. Yeah, seriously. So we got the chest, the legs, and the head. So if you want to make a full skeleton on the wall, I guess you can. How about... This is a really cool trophy. I really like this. We got one yesterday on the Waffle Iron server, and it looks really nice. Really cool looking trophy right there. Now, I haven't seen the Morgan trophy. Ooh, it's just teeth. All right, that's pretty awesome. That is cool. That's not what the Morgan's teeth look like, but that's a cool looking trophy. Brenna, maybe? Skeleton head. Trophy. Skeleton Hilder. Okay. Fantastic. Well, none of these other ones are lit up. So having one on fire may not look that great. But we'll do it. And we'll do another one on this opposite side over here. Okay, we have some more space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more. A tick trophy, maybe. The disgusting tick. Ooh, that's gross. Diverger. Ooh, I guess. They're friends, though. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, what else? Will an Abomination trophy fit up there? I think it's probably too big, but we'll try it. That's not too big, that's fine. That's really big, but it's just gnarled. Gnarled bark. Gnarled Barkley. Oh, that's a good one. Good, 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 good. Those look okay. Pop them up. Yeah, those are all right. So we have 2 more spaces. What are we missing? Looks good. This looks awesome. Tick, Abomination, Diverger, Wolf. I don't know. Wolves are friends. I mean, I guess we could just do like deer and wolf, but yeah, a neck trophy. I got an Askvin trophy. Neck trophy. That's fine. I do have the fueling trophy. All right. So that's all the trophies that we got. Pretty awesome. Ooh, the Brutal Slayer. Give me here. Come here. Thank you. Okay. It looks like we're a little bit laggy on the inside here. We're good. That's pretty good. I like it. That looks fantastic. Okay. Well, now what? Wait, really? Trophy neck, P. No! This whole time I didn't know that. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Wow. Okay. Thank you. I did not know that. You put a P at the end of your command and it spawns it right inside you. How does P? Person, I guess? Okay, well. So, is that it? Do we do heavy build? Do we do a little bit of this up top here? Just to give it one extra line right there. What do you think? Do we do that? I think so. Ooh, that's going to be hard. P like pickup. Okay. It's not showing me the exact center of those, so I'm just not going to deal with it. It's fine as it is. All right, we have an arena. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an Ashlands arena. Cage. Great. Arch Spires of Doom. It's like in the center of each one of these. You just have like an arch to nowhere, with I don't know, a sconce on it. Yeah, I will not be fighting things that could potentially destroy the arena. Like a Morgan probably will not be fighting in here. I probably will not fight a Morgan in here, but this will be like just general weapons testing. Like, if I want to do this, like, okay, here we go. We're going to go back to this. Not the Arbalest. So things drop below the floor here. It's so weird. Just one Diverger. Okay, we got that. And so now if we break out an Askvin, 3 of them. They're going to fight the Diverger. So I'm going to fight the Askvin over here. And... oh. Okay. Can you not? Do not break my arena immediately. So, okay, we'll do 2. Or 1. It's a 2-star rogue. So now 3 Asksven. I'm going to get this chain lightning one of these days, and it will probably arc to the rogue. Or it just won't. Fine. Okay. We'll do 2 2-stars. And 3 Asksven. Alright, here we go. Give me that chain lightning. I said, give me that chain light. I'm gonna have to do start Aspen. Fine. This is not cooperating. Alright. 2 Asksven. 3 1-stars. They'll actually live for a half a second. Oh, and the Divergers just instantly die. Okay, here we go. Will it arc? That is the question. It did. It arced to the Divergers. And they're already breaking my arena. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Ah. They already broke all that already. Okay, well, we know now. If you are using a lightning weapon, be very careful if you're around friendly guys. Friendly guys. Friendly things. Ashen Bastion. Okay, I'm going to turn off ghost mode. We're going to spawn 3 2-star Diverger. And Chard. I don't know the spawn codes for the Chard yet. No. Alright, I guess I just gotta keep going Aspen. So 3 2-stars. Okay, they're gonna kill me. I have God mode on, but I'm just still testing this. Just checking to see this chain lightning effect. Stop it. Don't do that. Will it arc? That is the question. There it is. There it goes. And now they're hostile. Damn it. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, clearly be very, very careful with the lightning weapons around friendly Diverger. Well, now we know. We know for sure. Just every time I'm going to have to repair this. There we go. The cracks do look pretty good, though. I do like the look of the cracks. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's just that cracked. Okay. Man, black marble. Alright, well, this is a squishy arena. So be it. Charred Warrior. No. Charred. Archer. We got Archer. Charred. Yeah, repair all command would be fantastic. Charred Brute? No. Alright, let's go to the wiki. See if the wiki tells me anything. Charred Warrior Valheim. I know that they have a page now, but it's not very complete. No, there's no spawn code just yet. We'll find then. Alright, get back to the stream. Charred. Okay, I'm going to try that. Charred. Big boy. No, not that either. Melee. Huh, that's it. Why? Why is it charred in melee? Alright, we're learning together now. Oh. Alright, I'm going to make some different toys, and we're going to play with them just for the funsies, you know? I'm just going to get rid of everything that I'm not currently using. I'm going to make the Needhogs. So the regular Needhog. Melee. We got to remember it's melee. Pookie. Alright. So, let's spawn 3 of them. And probably eat food. Alright, we got 3 charred right now. This is a perfect example of why I would want that, because look at that. Now I can focus on just 2. Now I can focus on 1. Great. Block and stab. Block and slash. Excellent. The primal effect is really nice, because enemies like charred are not resistant to slash. Look at that, though. Look at that. Just so fantastic. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Feigned attack, and I still missed it. I gotta get the timings right. Is the new club good? I think so. I think it's really fantastic. But I talked a little bit about the philosophy of use, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes ago. Basically, if you're playing on the regular default combat difficulty, let's make these real quick. Flame Metal Mace, the Bludgeon, the Storm Star, and the Clawson. So I think this is great right here for the regular default combat difficulty. You got the Storm Star, and it arcs to multiple enemies at once. That's fantastic. But I think for very hard, the Clawson really shines, because when you're on very hard difficulty, you don't want things to hit you at all. And so the knockback of maces in general, like any mace, the knockback is fantastic. But this has the potential to keep enemies back for a while. So let's spawn 3 more Charred Warriors. I'm pushing him back, and I vined that guy, so now I can focus on just these 2. And if I'm on very hard difficulty, that right there is just so fantastic. But obviously this right here, the Storm Star, might be better for non-very hard options. But the fact that it's lightning means that you want to hit that lightning effect. So the more options, or the more times you hit, the more likely you are to enact that effect. See, I hit him once, I move. That's kind of the plan. That's kind of the whole thing about maces. It's the knockback. That's the benefit of knockback. So I would probably argue, for most situations, the Clawson is going to be the best mace. But the Needhog Thundering, since it doesn't push enemies back, let's just heal. 3 Charred Warriors. Since the sword continuously attacks and doesn't push enemies back, I can keep getting those combos in there. It means that most likely I'm gonna enact that effect a whole lot more often. So that's I think the Needhog, the Thundering, is the best version of the Needhog, and I think the Clawson is the best version of the mace. That's my opinion. But as far as the Slayers go, that's yet another opinion. Let's break out the Slayers. So the Slayers are very slow to swing. And so they're very different weapons. So I think the Brutal Slayer is probably the best Slayer. Although I do think there still needs to be a bit of a rework done to the blood effect, because 20% or 0.2% is not that great. 0.2% is not ideal, and even if you're missing 300 health, that's only 60 extra damage. It's not much, but it's not nothing. So lifesteal would be great, but overall, this is a slow swing, so you're not really going to benefit too much from the lightning effect because you're not hitting that often, even though it doesn't knock it back. And then this, you're not knocking anything back. You're just potentially, you know, potentially enacting the effect, but you're swinging so slowly. So, but if you're using a Slayer, something like this is a good use case for it, because I'm going to do a lot of damage now. I would be very dead if I didn't have God mode on, but still, it's like it's difficult to really quantify like what the best iteration of the Slayer would be. But I think maybe the Brutal Slayer is going to be the best option, even though, you know, you're still swinging very slowly, you're dealing more damage. I think that's really the answer right there. 170 slash, and even more depending on how little health you have. But still, I'm underwhelmed by the Slayers because of how much stamina they use, and the effects just don't really feel that great. But the Needhog, you're swinging fast, you're not knocking enemies back, it just makes sense to me. And of course the Clawson, yeah, that's the whole point. I think that's really the answer right there. But of course, I'm just going to get rid of these. The real star of the show, the absolute menace in my mind, is going to be the Berserkir axes. And I think there's a case for all options. It's easily arguable that any of these upgrades, any of these enhancements are effective. I missed the bleeding ones. So for example, you got the regular ones, which of course are just pure and delicious slash damage, which everything is not immune to, not resistant to. Seems like everything takes slash damage. But then you break out the blood ones. With these axes, just kind of like knives, you're doing a whole lot of quick attacks, very close up. You're not slashing multiple enemies at once. You may be able to hit multiple enemies, but I've noticed that mostly, so far, it's really good against one or two enemies. So the blood, you're in the thick of it, you're taking lots of damage, and so having more damage dealt is really nice. And of course, because you're swinging so fast, you're doing so many different attacks in rapid succession, you're going to get this effect. You're going to get more potential for the lightning effect. And of course, the same goes for the nature effect. So, I mean, you're kind of in the middle of things. So, I mean, you're not knocking anything back. So maybe this is the least useful one for the axes, but that's an opinion. At least my, not necessarily first, but kind of second impressions. But let's give them a shot. We're going to break out 3 more charred melee warriors. And the Berserkir axes are just going to, I'm just going to hit. I'm going to keep hitting. And yeah, it's like the more often I hit, the more likely I am to get that effect. And that's the whole point of the axes. You're just hitting as many times as possible really, really quickly. But yeah, we'll do that again. We'll heal up a little bit. I will block. I said I will block. Or I'll just be smart. Because that first attack on these axes is so fast. A little bit of a slow recovery. But yeah, in this situation, I would probably prefer to have the Needhogs or even the Clawson. But here we go. I've separated this guy. And let's just get some chain... No. Alright, fine. Yeah, that's definitely not ideal, because ideally you hit there and you back up. Hit there, back up. No, I can't back up. That was as quickly as I could possibly back up. So that did it. That charred it. Getting the timings right is difficult sometimes. I'm still learning these guys. Oh, you're fine. It's all good. Blood magic sword with bubble could be a... Yeah, for sure. It could be very good. Blood versions of these, since I'm low health right now. Actually, let's go dual health foods. So what's the other good health food? Mashed meats. So mashed meats or double... You know what? Let's go triple health foods. Screw it. What's the other health food? There's another health food, I'm sure of it. Marinated greens, no. Scorching medley is... I don't think... There may not be another health food. Alright, we'll go serpent stew. Alright. So, 3 health foods. We don't have a lot of stamina, but we have a massive amount of health. And I'm not going to get my health back right there. So, if we break out just one 2-star charred warrior, I'm going to do a lot of damage. Can I block? Can I block? Probably not. No. So right now I'm missing a lot of health. You can see that I'm missing a massive amount of health. So if I just keep hitting, I'm going to do a lot of damage. But it's not crazy amounts of damage. So you see, right now, 152, 114. I'm just going to heal up. Because I need to be able to... Alright, 125. And then this, regular axes. Okay, so let's break out another one of those. Regular axes. So I'm doing about 20 more damage per hit, give or take. So regular, 1, 1, 1, 1. I need lingering stamina meats. Why did I only do 1? 10. Fiery Sven stew. F-I-R-E-Y. F-I-R... What? Where are you? I really wish there was a search feature. There absolutely needs to be a search feature for this. Oh yeah, there it is. That's right. F-I-E-R-Y. Sometimes I'm smart. I promise. Usually not, though. Alright. Let's just do this. Double health, max amount of health possible in the game right now. Alright, one of these guys, not going to be able to block. We're doing 63, 64, 113. So it is more damage by a long shot. So it's not like it's nothing. It's definitely not nothing. When I'm extremely low health and using the absolute max foods, all health in the game. I have no stamina, but I'm using 3 health foods. But if I could actually block this guy and maybe try this, let's try just chill for a minute. Just chill for a minute while I get what I need to get. Move this. This is how you do it, by the way. Good thing about the Charred Warriors is that they are slow. Flame Metal Shield, there we go. Whoa, no. I had it. Damn it. Flame Metal Shield. Gotta style it, of course. We're gonna go red. And then we'll upgrade it to level 3, the max level. Okay. Maybe this will block. Well, that did not block. Come on. Let me get the timing right. I'm going to max health. Just hit me once. Good. Perfect. And now, let me get my bar back. Alright. Okay. I did that. Okay. Yeah, I'd be very dead. I'm doing more damage, though, than the regular Needhog would. So it's not useless. But it just doesn't feel very effective, you know? It's like 152 damage is great, but it's not going to change the game. Let's just do regular charred. Yeah, I wouldn't want the axes in this situation. I mean, yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage, but 306, that was nice. Yeah, for sure it's a lot of damage. It's not gonna change the game, but I would most certainly rather have the lightning option versus anything else and have more health. Because that's arcing to multiple enemies at once, and I can do damage to all of them at the same time. And if I just keep spamming the button, it's going to kill. It's going to absolutely destroy. I would rather have the lightning any day of the week versus these. I heard you. I heard you. Less health food, the better. I don't know. Increases by a percentage of the weapon damage. You probably see better results as an upgraded blood weapon with full health. Parry with bubble shield, yeah. Blood magic bubble. Bloody Needhog, no shield. No shield. I mean, the shield could come in handy. But if you're running like... Yeah, if you're running blood magic... and you're just putting up shields for everybody, you can use the shield to parry. It actually increases your parry, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is going great. This is fun. Parry with the sword. Yeah, you parry with the sword, and I've usually... That's why I like... Oftentimes, if you watch my videos, you'll see me just break out the sword, or the thing in my 2 slot, because... most things can be parried perfectly fine with just a regular sword. Like a regular 1 sword right there. No troubles whatsoever. I only pull this out for multiple enemies and just to maximize, just in case, sometimes, if there's lots of different enemies around me. Missing percentage, not the total number of health missing. So basically, what I understand... damage increased per health missing 0.2%. That's what I've noticed. So I just read it and interpret it. I don't know. Maybe there's a different interpretation. I don't think it's percentage of health. I don't think it scales that much. I think it's just if you're missing 300 health, you do 60 more damage. If you're missing 100 health, you do 20 more damage. I think. But maybe I'm just interpreting it wrong. Missing percentage, not the total number of health missing. So if you're missing 50% of your health, you do 0.2% more damage? Maybe I'm just misinterpreting it. I'm not sure. Per health missing, 0.2%. So it scales per health missing, per health. So if it's down 1... I gain 0.2% damage. Even on very hard or with 2 stars. I wonder if you can parry with only sword successfully. So on very hard difficulty, no. Every time I'm playing very hard difficulty, I will always pull out the shield every time. Because, I mean, I can't just switch it right now, unless I can. Set difficulty? I'm sure there's a... I think that might have done it. That might have done it. Did that do it? Very hard? So let's try just 1 Charred Warrior now. If I'm on very hard difficulty, I'll be able to tell. Yeah, I think I'm on very hard difficulty now. Yeah, most certainly. So, in this situation, I would definitely want the shield. Yeah, and I can barely block it with a shield. A level 3 shield. It's absolutely silly. Very hard difficulty is ridiculous. So, here's a good example of using the Clausen instead. So if we spawn one of these, break out the Clausen, heal up, I don't want you to attack me at all. So I gotta be really squirrely and hope that I get to apply the effect. But if I do this, it pushes him back, and he's stunned, and he can't attack me, even if I get close. So I break out these, and I just destroy while he's locked up like that. That's how I tackle Morgans, whether it's very hard or regular default difficulty. But I love this combo right here. These two weapons are my two favorite weapons so far in the Ashlands. So far. Very hard is very weird, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let's tackle these two guys right here. So I've got my shield. Okay. Ow. Just one charred warrior. But I can at least push them back. Oh, it doesn't always do it, though. So I'm just kind of hoping. I'm pushing H to heal. I have no stamina. Okay. See, I can barely handle two of these warriors, but like the knockback isn't very effective, I think, on very hard. Well, these guys are rough. So maybe the Needhog would be better for this situation. Two. So I can get more hits in there. Okay, got one right there. And now I can just focus. It's rough. It's absolutely rough. Yeah, I'm not rested. Does anybody know how to do rested more than Comfort 1? Please tell me. I would really like to know. Also, I'm wearing level 1 Ask armor, or level 2 Ask armor, so not the Flame Metal armor. So that's also a problem. Yeah, they are really fast. So in very hard difficulty, it's a very different experience. So I've found that enemies do tend to run faster on very hard, I think. Yeah, not ideal. Let's do two of these guys. I just gotta be squirrely and slice, slice. Okay, I got that parry. Blocking skill is 12. Oh, I've died so much with this character that my blocking skill is ridiculous. Okay, got one. So I can just take care of you. Or I can just focus on you, I guess. You want me to focus on you? I'll focus on you. Jeez. Yeah, the Needhog is good for Primal, but I still think this is going to be the best Primal effect weapon out there. Because at least you have that knockback. And you're not hitting as often because of that knockback, but enemies are knocked back. And that's just so nice in the Ashlands. When it's just inherently a chaotic biome, and everything wants to kill you, and everything wants to get close to you and give you weird hugs. So actually, a good test right now. Alright, I'm going to get rid of the third... What is it? Okay. So now we have that. Get rid of this. Alright, let me read the chat. Max bubble is 700 HP. That should help. Very hard is interesting. Very sure. You're not rested? Yes. I really wish I could do... rested 16 and it would max out my rested, but it doesn't. It's so silly that that doesn't work. Let's get rid of the Ask armor in favor of the Flame Metal armor. What do you say? Give ourselves a decent chance at life. Don't put it down there, please. So on very hard difficulty, this is what I'm running. This stream is fire. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad you're having fun. This is a very different stream than normal. That's for sure. But I find it fun. Upgrade. We'll upgrade it, I guess. It's level 2. Because I'm pretty sure that's all I have right now. All of my stuff is level 2. And I guess we'll keep the we'll get rid of the cloak in favor of the Ashen Cloak, which is the better tank option. If I can find it. There we go. We will upgrade the Ashen Cape to level 3. It takes nothing to upgrade it, which is almost silly. Like, I'm glad for it, but it definitely takes almost nothing to upgrade. Alright, so this is what I'm running in the Waffle Iron server on very hard difficulty. We don't need the regular versions of these weapons. Let's keep them in the normal order that I usually have them in. Yeah, okay. So, let's do some testing. I guess I'll add the rest of it again. Is the buckler better than the flame metal shield if you parry? I will make one and we'll test it. So if I do the math real quick, if I remember right, the answer is yes. But parrying on very hard difficulty is difficult. So if you have a level 3 Carapace buckler, compare it to this shield. Actually, let's just bring them all in. And I'll grab the other shield too, because this is actually a testing sequence that I've been wanting to do. Come on. Come on. Why is there no search button? If you push B and you enact the no-cost build mode, I should have a search bar pop up right here. Alright. Flame Metal Tower Shield. We'll go red, and we'll upgrade it as well. Okay, so we've got 3 options. Let's do the math real quick. The Flame Metal Tower Shield gives you a block armor of 152. There's no parry bonus, so all you have is 152. The Flame Metal Shield, block armor of 126. So if I break out my calculator, 126 times 1.5, because you add the parry bonus of 1.5 times. If you get the parry right, you have a parry or a block armor of 189. So 189 is much higher than 152. But the buckler, 189, remember that number, 189. So 90 times 2.5. Buckler will give you a parry bonus of 225. 189 or 225. So buckler, 225. 189. Tower. What was that? 152. Yeah, so that's actually quite huge. So if you like timing your parries, especially if you're playing on very hard difficulty, the buckler might be the right answer. If you're playing not on like a dedicated server, the buckler might be the thing. It might be the thing. So let's break out a Charred Warrior. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's a whole lot more reasonable. Okay, you're locked up, so I would go to these and just absolutely decimate you while you're locked. That's my strategy so far. So let's just eat 1 stamina food so we can actually have some stamina. Do that again. Break out the buckler again. And yeah, it's still kind of maxing out my block bar. But this is doing it. It's doing it well enough. This is very hard difficulty. So I'll break out the tower shield, or the regular shield, the round shield. So this is 189 total block armor if I get the parry right. Let me get the timing right. Make sure I get the timing right. Here we go, here we go. Got it. So it still staggers me. That's not ideal. So I break out this, and right here, I hold it up. It just instantly staggers me. So usually, in my mind at least, if you're playing on very hard difficulty, the tower shield would be ideal because you can't time parries really normally. But this is working okay, but only for some of its attacks. Some of its attacks, seems like some of them are working. Some of them are not working. Look at that. That didn't work at all on very hard. This is silly. Tower shields definitely should block more damage. Like that, I blocked half of the damage. Alright. Yeah, it staggers me instantly. It's just absolutely silly. But I break out the previous buckler. Let me get the timing right. Got it. Now, I didn't take much damage, and I got staggered, but it negated all the damage. And let's do it again. Got it. Maxed out my bar, but not completely. Ow. Missed. Back to this. Naturally, you'd think that this would be better, because it's a tier higher. But it's not. If you're playing on very hard difficulty, and you are not dealing with a lot of server lag, the buckler, the Carapace buckler, really is going to be the answer. So, sadly, this is going to not be the answer. Like this right here, just keeps staggering me. So when I guess in my live stream very hard playthrough, I'll just keep the Carapace buckler. This is nice though. So where it really counts, and what really tower shields are designed for, are hordes of enemies. So I'm going to change the difficulty again. Medium. No. Default. Alright, back to default combat difficulty. If we have 3 charred, and I break out a tower shield, this will be able to handle it. Well, am I still in very hard? Yeah, I must still be in very hard. Does this not work? Default. This should work. Yeah, that's for sure. Skills are always low. So, I mean, if I were to raise my blocking skill... so, let's see. 30. Let's bring it to 43. That's a little more reasonable. H. So this should be default combat difficulty, but I guess maybe not. Okay. Yeah, of course your blocking skill will matter, but this is not working. I guess... Alright, hold the phone. The world modifiers may be a bit messed up right now. Casual, easy, hard, very hard. No, there's default as well. There's medium. So, creative, world modifiers, very hard still. Normal. The word is normal. Okay, well, now we know. Normal. Thank you. So yeah, I raised the blocking skill. Oh, we gotta do this again. Okay, now we can actually see and play around. So... Oh, I don't have... Okay. H to heal. So my blocking skill is higher now. One of these guys. Hello? Hello? So yeah, it pushes enemies back. And I can just hold it up. If you have lots of enemies, you can just hold it up. And that's the point of tower shields. So I don't have to worry about anything, and my friends behind me can keep lobbing fireballs or whatever. They're gonna keep attacking me, and that's kind of nice. Tank build. But this is the balance shield. You can still hold it up, but the block bar is gonna max out a lot quicker because it doesn't have any nearly as much natural or default block armor, 126 versus 152. But this one can actually parry. So that's why a lot of people really prefer round shields, because of the balance. You can use it kind of like a tower shield where you just hold it up and just, you know, fend off enemies. But the buckler is the exact opposite. It's designed to parry. But you can hold it up. It's just going to fill your block bar a whole lot quicker. Yeah, 2 hits, and I'm already practically dead. Probably should put God mode on. Alright, let's kill some things. See, enemies are actually being pushed back now, so this is good. No stamina. Yeah, we need more bucklers for sure. There's only like 3 buckler options in the game, and they skip tiers all the time. Nice arena, thank you. I just built it on this stream. So now you're locked right there. You can't attack. So if I really wanted to, I could break out 5 and just give you guys some chain lightning and just destroy you. Yeah, I like it. Let's drop by every now and then for 10 minutes to replace any skill you lost during the day. Maintaining a 90+ block skill. Yeah, it's a huge improvement, or a huge commitment for sure. I've never had higher than like 30 or so block skill. I die a lot. If you've been watching stuff, I die a lot. Flame metal buckler. Buckler would be nice, but the Carapace one does okay, it seems. If I time the parry right. It does really well, actually. Even on hard difficulty, it would do really well. So we're learning. We are learning the timings. Yeah, the game is meant to be hard, but it still should be doable. The mechanics should scale. I can block perfectly fine with just these axes. But they have a very quick... they don't stagger for very long. Even on the default combat difficulty. Charred enemies in the Ashlands, do not stagger for very long at all. You're a stamina junkie. You think the Deep North will have a frozen... or a buckler? I hope there's new toys in the Deep North. That'd be awesome. Oh, sailor guns. Oh, you're the best. I appreciate that. Oh, awesome. Hey, Veclum got one. Veclum got here just in time. Wonder if a tank build is viable on very hard. No. The answer is no. I tend to be a tank. I tend to be a tank/damage dealer, and I just find it practically impossible. It's very difficult to actually take any damage. It's so difficult. But we've been playing with the shields. We've been playing with different weapons. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, when somebody gifts memberships... They are temporary for 1 month. I mean, there's probably an option for you to renew them. But basically, it goes to random people. There's no way to choose. Very hard. Much pushes you completely in different direction. Dodging, yeah, for sure. That's kind of where I was going, but I got mentally distracted. Yeah, with very hard difficulty, you have to be very squirrely. You can't really block at all. There's not really much you can do. There's maybe a chance to block with a buckler. Like this. Like this. Wow, that is very... Like, his sword needs to be cleaned. Like, come on. Clean your sword. Chill, bud. It's the fists only challenge. No, not today. Stay back. Batter up. Oh, I love it. It's so great. Here. Good night. 100 years later. Yeah, you gotta be very squirrely. You gotta be very squirrely on very hard difficulty. That is for sure. Love it. When there's two of them, though, it makes it a lot more difficult. So I can parry just fine. But hopefully, I get some chain lightning. And that's where the blood effect might come in handy. So if I break out the blood ones, if I'm low health, and just kind of, you know, taking damage with multiple enemies like this, I will do a little more damage. And that's kind of what the axes are for. So you can just kind of be in the fray, in the middle of combat, and keep dealing damage. So I kind of get it, but I do wish the percentage was a little higher. I feel like it's not enough. But if I'm low, a lot of health, like this, it'll do even more damage. But I still don't feel like it's that much. Like a Hail Mary right there, I'm doing a lot of damage. There's no doubt about it. But I still feel like it should be more. If I'm down 150 health, I should be doing a massive amount of damage. Like 49 health right now, I should be doing a lot of damage. Pretty fantastic, though. All right. Well, now what? Is there anything you guys want to talk about, want to see? Any testing that you wanted me to do? Lifesteal at that percent before 0.2% damage. Yeah, I agree. We were talking about that last night. Lifesteal would be really, really cool. So, like, maybe you have a 20% chance to steal 50% of the damage you deal in the next hit or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Give yourself bows 90 and try Ash Fangs. Oof. Oof. Bows, 40, math, bows, 55. So bows is now, oh, 95. Math is wrong. Good enough. Let's give ourselves an Ash Fang. Okay, good enough. Okay, get rid of all these. Ash Fang. I haven't used this yet. Ooh, it looks nice. I like the look. It looks clean. Wow, that's nice. All right. What kind of arrow should I use? Arrow Frost 100. All right. Bow skill. Oh! The machine gun. The machine gun! I like it. Yeah. I like it. Let's see. So if I just click, it doesn't do it. But if I hold it for just like a second. That's awesome. That's really nice. Let's see if there's anything I can kill. I want to kill. Hello. Holy crap, I just destroyed that thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you convinced me a while ago, but using it myself, completely different experience. Holy crap. Let's give it Thundering. Stormfang. Here we go. Oh, it just makes another one. That's fine. The Storm Fang. Oh, that is nice. Hello, ASCII. Where'd you go? I love how quickly that goes. Oh, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I have to do this. I have to try something real quick. The Ripper. 100 shard bolts, just as a comparison. So this is very fast, right? And my current crossbow skill, let's make it 95 as well. Math. Crossbows is now 95. So that should be 95 crossbow skill and 95 bows. How fast will this work? Pretty fast, but not nearly as fast as it should be in comparison to this. This is silly. This is absolutely silly. Holy crap. I like it. I like it. You can increase it to 115 with root armor set. Yeah. I could see that being nice. Thoughts on the Slayer? I talked about the Slayer a couple times before. I'll talk about it again in a second. The new crossbow. Yeah, no skill can go above 100. Okay. Mighty Dozen would know for sure. Tested on a 2-star troll. Hey, good. I like it. 2-star troll. Hello, buddy. Hey, I want you to see me. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Okay, I gotta do this again. But I gotta do it with the Ripper. So how different is this gonna be? Hey, buddy. I still feel like it's not loading as fast as it should. But it's only gonna take 4 hits. Five hits. So, I mean, it's all personal preference. I think this is by far superior. That's just so good. That's just so fantastic. Silver or Frost Arrows best in the Ashlands? I think Mighty Dozen might be able to answer that. I know Shenanigans and Veclum both are kind of aware of that. I've heard that it's Frost Arrows, really, because that frost effect is really just always applied to them, and they're not necessarily weak to frost, I think, but they're really, like, I don't know, they're good. On a scale from 0 to maximum overdrive, how hard are you power tripping with that bow? 9. 9 for sure. It's fantastic. Yeah, I definitely need one. I think I may have to just no longer do the Arbalest. I think you might have convinced me to stick with bows for the rest of the time, because that bow skill is so nice. So I may have been convinced away from the Arbalest. Wow. Although I have used a lot of arrows. So there is that. Alright, where's this guy over here? Suck it. Hello, buddy. Bye, buddy. So frost effect with the arrows, lightning effect with the bow. Ripper on stealth is powerful, though, for sure. Yeah, it definitely will hit more, harder for sure. No doubt about it. That guy's already dead. That guy's already dead. That guy's already dead. Yeah, it's just silly. I love how quick the load is. It's just so nice. Start your hardcore run. Oh. Doesn't matter if I miss, because within 2 seconds, or half a second, I'll be able to shoot again. Yeah, I really like that. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about Slayers. We'll get rid of these, and we'll just talk about Slayers. So, basically with the Slayer, it's basically just a Crom that takes a little bit more stamina usage, 20. Slayer, stamina usage 20. Okay, never mind. They fixed it, I think. So Slayer, regular. Brutal Slayer. Scourging Slayer. Primal Slayer. I really think this one is the best Slayer. So far, in my opinion, is that this is the best Slayer because if you're fighting... if you're fighting a charred enemy, the Slayer inherently is a slow weapon to swing, so you're not going to hit so many times in a row in comparison to, like, the Needhog. Let's break out the Needhog again. Any Needhog is fine. Let's break out the Needhog, you're swiping a whole lot more. So, an effect like Thundering, or the Primal effect, is a whole lot more effective with something like this, because you're able to hit it multiple times in a row. Whereas this, it's just a damage dealer. The Slayer's always been a damage dealer. The Crom has always been just like a max damage dealer. And so, something like this, you're just dealing as much damage as possible, as quickly as possible. It wouldn't hurt to have lightning effect on it at all, but you're not going to hit nearly as much as you would with the Needhog or something like that. So, in my experience, in my opinion at least, for now, the best Slayer is this one. Just do more damage. You're going to be close. You're going to be taking damage. Might as well max that damage out. But the lightning one is really good because obviously applying lightning damage to anything is fantastic. So there's nothing wrong with this at all. But you're not hitting as much as any other weapon because it's a slow swinger. So 25% chance to apply the effect lightning won't be applied as often, so you won't get that chain lightning option. But you still have that lightning damage, so it's not bad. It's not a bad choice to go for any of these options. But at least so far, I think this is probably the best option. The Raw Slayer goes hard. Yeah, I mean it does, 170 slash, but you still have 170 slash on the Brutal Slayer, the Thundering, and the Primal. So 170 slash all the way. And then you don't like lose anything because of that. So adding any effect is better than not. At least I think. Slayer is the best with lightning or just normal Slayer level 3 so you do more damage. I don't see the benefit of just keeping it raw. I don't. Bloody Slayer has gameplay value and style points. It's really nice. And I like the crossguard too. It just looks cool. But yeah, I still think they need to make a change to the blood effect. It's not that potent. It's not nothing. But I don't feel like it's that potent. So I'm going to do normal Slayer damage right now, but now I'll do a little bit more damage. So if I break out 3 of these guys, not 23, just 3 of them. So here we are. We're going to do a little bit more than normal damage, but let me take a hit. Okay, I'll take that many hits. Now I'm going to do more damage. So, the more I spam attack, the more damage I'm going to do. So that's nice to have. But if you can convince me, like, why would you prefer a Naked Slayer? I don't understand. Raw Slayer goes hard. By the way, you need to lose like 40% of your health to break even with lightning version of any weapon. 40%. Yeah, that's pretty common though in the Ashlands. Bloody has gameplay value and style points. You think group servers should up the... Oh, yeah, always. I think every server should definitely up the resources to like 1.5, just because certain things are limited, and so having more for everybody is good. Next arena challenge, 23 charred warriors. You can upgrade the base weapon to level 3. In the elemental versions, you can only upgrade to level 2. I was wondering about that. I haven't played all throughout the Ashlands just yet, so I don't know if there's another upgrade to the Black Forge that I would need. I mean, obviously I would need it, but I don't know if there's one that I just haven't unlocked yet. Don't spoil too much for me. I haven't progressed all the way, but I guess there's not yet anything beyond what the current level is, so you can only get it to level 2. All right, so if we upgrade the Primal Slayer to level 3, which apparently I guess you can do, see, level 6, and we'll upgrade this one as well. I can't just click on it like an idiot. Come on, click. I'm an idiot. I'm already in upgrade. All right, the Scourging Slayer. We'll just talk about these two. We'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of those. All right, we'll talk about these. So, max right now for these options, or here. So, I would need a level 6. I would need a level 6. So obviously you can get the Slayer to level 3, Brutal Slayer, and the Scourging Slayer to level 2. So let's take a look. 182 damage, 176 damage. So, I mean, that's not huge. But I still think the additional lightning damage or the additional damage applied on the Brutal Slayer is probably worth it, because you're also kind of wasting Flame Metal to upgrade the regular Slayer. And then if you decide, you change your mind, you want to go to the Brutal Slayer or the Scourging Slayer, you'd have to, it would start at level 1. So I really think that it might be kind of useless to upgrade the Naked Slayer, because you're just wasting the Flame Metal, if you do plan on adding an effect later, because it will start at level 1. But that's, you know, that's my impressions. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's effective. But I do think the magical effects are always worth it. Even any option. That mine's set to 3x in your personal world. Nice. Level them both to max. Check the numbers, did that. There's only 2 upgrades to the block. Yep. Hear me out. With the knockback of the mace, you get more survivability, so you can more safely keep your health low to get the benefit of the blood effect. The mace. Alright, let's try the blood mace. I really haven't played with the blood mace yet. More survivability. So I love the maces for sure. I think the Clawson is the best implementation of it, because knockback plus nature effect, really, really nice. But let's try the bludgeon. The bludgeon. Level 2, we'll give it to max level. I do like the look of it. It is a really nice looking mace. I like how all the maces have a lot of variability in look. Alright. Knockback is nice. I'm taking damage. I'm doing more damage. So, I'm more likely to be alive and stay alive, but yet I can still take a couple hits and do a little bit more damage. That's pretty nice. I can see it. 252 damage. Just saying it's an option if you don't add the elemental. Absolutely, it's definitely an option. Mage weapons, yes, I have. I've played a lot with the mage, the ass. What is it? The ass. The Embla. I have played with it quite a bit, and I think it's so much fun, especially the troll staff. Definitely one of my new favorite additions to the team. This character has no skill. Bloodman. Okay, never mind. Why is it lower? I thought those would be higher. Oh, because I discovered those before those. This has been a character that I haven't done any playthrough with. This is a character exclusively for testing. Testes. Item box mod. To see what's on box and how many. On box. I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah, I can see that. Like, you can see what's inside the box. That sounds nice. Magic is just the strongest style. Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand. It is really powerful for sure. I love me a good melee weapon. So that just tends to be my style for really most games. But we'll try this a little bit. We'll play around with this. Embla. And then we'll break out the Askvin cape. We'll upgrade them. Spears? My answer is no. I would avoid spears in the Ashlands because all charred are resistant to spears. They're resistant to pierce damage. So I did a live stream where I had my very, very first initial impressions with all these weapons, and I tried out the spears, and I just found them very, very underwhelming for many different reasons. But mainly, I actually do want these. This goes there, this goes there. Alright, what are the best foods for this? Do not. Yeah, we need a new Akir. We need a new knife. But I guess I understand that the axes do kind of replace the knives. They're very similar. But they're not a complete replacement. They're different, but they're very similar. So I get it. I understand that. And I guess I understand that the Himanoffel is a good substitute for the new ones. But man, I love new toys, and I want more. You're sick of it? Leveling magic last week because my friends don't have time. Level 70, elemental, 45 blood magic. Yeah. Currently in your first playthrough with the Ashlands on a server I run. Mage build, 1 Eider food, 1 health food, 1 stamina. Ooh. 1 Eider wouldn't give you enough for most things in the Ashlands. I feel like that would not be enough. Marinated greens. We'll just get 2. We don't need that many. And what's the other one? What's the other really good one? No. Sure. We'll just use this. All right. Foods. So now we're going to regain our Eider. And I guess I probably should have crafted this stuff before I... So we're going to play with the new staves. We'll keep the bludgeon on us just in case. Where are they? Can never find anything in this damn menu. Staff of the Wild. Staff of Fracturing. Dunder. And the Troll Staff. But we're also going to break out the Staff of Frost and the Staff of Embers, because those are relevant as well. I don't need these. We'll have this just in case. Boom and boom. We're going to upgrade them once. Staff of Embers can go to level 4. Because most people are going to have it at least level 3. Staff of the Wild 2. Staff of Frost 4. Those should be easy to upgrade once you get that little upgrade, which is very, very recent, very soon. Dunder level 2. Actually, we'll go 3. These new staffs, if you're, you know, you can probably go to level 3. So we'll get them to level 3. Okay. I always have, oh, Staff of Protection. Staff of Protection. Staff of Protection. Staff of Protection. And we'll upgrade it to level 4. Yeah, I heard that they did buff it a little bit. The Staff of the Wild. I don't know exactly. I can't remember. But yeah, it did get buffed. We'll kill the bludgeon. We're not going to use it. So I always run this at 1. So we'll do this order right here. All right, let's play around. So I want to go to this Ashlands area over here. We'll dick around with the new stuff. Dual knives, yeah, the Skull and Hattie, still fantastic, but imagine putting lightning effect on something like that. But again, that's where the axes kind of come in. They really are. It does seem like that's kind of the replacement for the knives. But there are lots of knives fanatics out there, including sometimes myself. Just depends on the use case. This is a good spot. All right. So, protection. Protect me. They've reduced the size of the bubble too recently, which is awesome. So now I'm going to throw this, I'm going to throw this, and these will help me quite nicely. I would be dead right there. Excellent. Fantastic. Let's just heal up. Alright, so, Staff of the Wild is awesome. It did not give me a shield. Where's my shield? Game, come on. What is going on? There it is. Okay. Staff of Fracturing. We'll throw out big old balls. And I like doing this. This is one of my fun things to do. I love doing this. As high as I can get, I just send a bunch up, and it will come back down as an air burst. And kind of injure everything. It's not that effective. Ideally with this staff, you want to hit right on top of things. And it will do quite a bit of damage, but I guess it used to do a little more damage or something like that. I'm not sure. So that's pretty good. Staff of the Wild. I really like the Staff of the Wild because it gives things, or at least it used to, it give them fire damage if you hit them directly on. No, I guess not anymore. So it used to. It used to do a little fire damage when you hit things every time directly. And then this, Staff of the Fracturing, if you miss an enemy, it will throw out like little balls, and it's kind of cool. But ideally, you want to hit directly on, and that'll do quite a bit of damage. But then there's Dunder. Not Mifflin, but regular Dunder. This is the shotgun, and it does lightning damage. So it's pretty cool, but I've found it kind of underwhelming. I absolutely love the sound effects and how cool it is. Yeah, so boom, but it doesn't do too much damage. So let's just go up here real quick and we'll raise our skills a little bit to see if you do raise your skills, how much different will it do? 30. So now our skills are a little bit higher. So they're in the 50s now. So let's see if this staff is actually useful. It's not doing that much damage still, but really point blank? Ooh, okay. It's actually viable suddenly. Yeah, okay, it's doing a lot of damage. So it looks like the Dunder staff really is dependent on your particular level. And it's doing very well. It does seem to be doing quite nicely. But the star of the show, let's do it. Let's do this. The Summoned Troll. So it will fight anything. It will also fight you. It's not ideal, but it's so cool to create a distraction, and it's just so much fun. If you parry, move the bubble around. So, okay, come here, come here. Let me just parry you real quick. Yeah. If you parry enemies, oh, alright, watch out. Do not do this. Do not. Sometimes they'll spawn with logs, sometimes not. But I really like this staff. It's so much fun if you are competent in your magic skills. But of course, we have the old favorite, the Flamey Staff, Staff of Embers. And it does impact damage, it seems, but it doesn't... Enemies are very resistant to fire in this biome. but it will hit and it will hurt. It's just not that great. So that's why I like the machine gun. This is good. This is good. I really like this staff. Let's go over this way. See if we can find... How did I get the troll? It's a troll staff. Lots of flame metal over here. Can you bubble the troll? Ooh, good question. Let's find out. Alright. Break out a troll. It used to just go wherever you put it, but now it kind of just goes wherever it wants. Oh, maybe not that time. Bubble the troll? No. Looks like no. Try again. Nope, you cannot bubble your own troll. Alright, Morgan. Hello, buddy. How about a dunder for you? Actually, troll, why don't you take care of this guy? Not me. Morgan versus troll. A battle for the ages. Place your bets, everybody. Place your bets. The kaiju battle, yeah. You're new? That's cool. Welcome to the party. I'm thinking the Morgan's gonna win. No. Don't. I'm not your enemy. I gave you life. Oh, a Valkyrie. That's fine. Staff of Fracturing does good work to these guys. Oh, it looks like the troll died. So, you know what? Let's break out another one. Okay, we're in chaos mode right now. So, number 7. And let's just fight everything. Slow you guys down for a half a second. Yeah, this staff is very nice here. And now I can run away while my Ida regenerates. No, it seems like most enemies are resistant to fire. I'm pretty sure. Or at least that's what the wiki says. The wiki says they are resistant to fire. But I don't know if I can trust the wiki just yet. Morgan, come here. Loading Dunder, and BAM! Gotcha. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, 1-star warrior. It's time. Oh, I'm loading it very fast. And I'm about to be out of ammo. Alright, one more. Excellent. You tested. So they're neutral to fire. What? That doesn't seem right. So I remember I looked at the wiki, and it did say resistant to fire. So charred are not resistant to fire. I know these guys seem fine. Yeah, I'm seeing fire damage is... Okay, it's white. So that's good. So what damage does it do upon impact? Blunt. So they're resistant to blunt damage. So let's break out this guy again. Where's some shard? Okay, you know what? Fire damage does seem to be effective. Maybe the wiki is not currently up to date at all. So blunt damage, 82. They're not weak to... They're not resistant to blunt. Because if you break back out one of these other weapons... So let's just, as an example, break out the Carapace Spear. We'll break out... I guess we could do the Splint Near. It's pierce damage. Alright, chill everybody. Let me do something. Regular Needhog. Pierce slash blunt. That's really it, isn't it? Pierce slash and blunt. So Askvin, pierce damage is fine. Askvin slash damage. Just chill. I don't know how you let yourself on fire, but here we are. Yep, it's fine. And then Askvin, blunt damage. So all damage is neutral to them. It's perfectly fine. And as far as charred goes, let's do one of these guys. Pierce. I know they're neutral to pierce, or they're resistant to pierce. You can see the gray damage right there. So if I break out the Needhog, that's white damage, and then blunt damage is white. So they're resistant to pierce. Dead Razor level 4 is going to be fun, plus the Troll Staff. Yeah, for sure. 5 summons. I have not played with any of the bosses. I don't know anything about them. I cannot comment. I will be finding them when the time comes. Resistant, not immune. They aren't weak to spirit. They just take damage from it. I think they are very weak to spirit damage. So let's break out this again. We'll kill this armor. We're not doing magic right now. We did the magic. Clear the inventory a little bit. We're back to melee. Melee mode. Pie. What was the pie? All right. Lovely. Bows do pierce damage. Silver sword, that's what I was going to make. So, silver sword right here. Love it. Let's upgrade it to level 4. And you know what? Let's go back to our arena. I love the silver sword. I think it's a really cool sword, but it does a lot of spirit damage. You don't think they take yellow damage from spirit? I think they do. But we're about to find out. Alright, we can kill the Splint Near. We're just doing this now. So. Here we go. Ow. Okay. They'll take damage from it, but they're not very weak to it. They will take continuous damage from it, but they're not very weak to it. Alright, I guess I probably should have kept the Needhog. So let's compare the Needhog. And maybe the Mistwalker as well. So here we are. Let's upgrade them. Mistwalker level 3. I guess level 4. And the Needhog level... I don't know. How can we make it mostly fair? Needhog level 3. So, silver sword, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about 5 or 6 hits. Mistwalker. That doesn't count. It sees me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so slash 93 Spirit 45, slash 75 Frost, and then Spirit 10. More spirit damage seems to be effective. So let's do that again. Oop, wrong button. Not okay. Come on, see me. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it seems about the same. It's 5 or 6 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It just kind of depends on which attacks, because the third attack will always do more damage. So let's break out the regular Needhog. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that seems about the same, but let's break out a Thundering Needhog. And then a Bleeding Needhog. And we're not going to deal with Primal. So let's leave level 1, just for example. Number 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Level 1 Thundering Needhog is significantly more powerful than any of these other options. Okay. Frostner's a good question. I know Frostner doesn't do nearly as much damage, but it does have that knockback, which is nice. So, okay, yeah, Thundering Needhog is by far the most powerful option so far. And knockback 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, with the knockback, it means that I can't get so many combos in, so I can't max that damage out. So that's difficult. Whether it's upgraded or not, I'm not going to be able to get those combos in. But let's give it level 4, I guess. Because it has that spirit damage, but it's not monumental. It's kind of like the Mistwalker, where it splits its damage with some frost damage. And it's fantastic for slowing enemies. That is not the weapon. So that'll slow him for a little bit, but not a whole lot. I did not mean to do that, parry. So I can't get the full 3-hit combo in. Because it keeps knocking him back, which is fine. It's good. It's a very, very good skill to have. But it doesn't allow me to maximize the killing potential, I think. This one again. 1, 2, 3. It's no contest. Even a level 1. Okay, that was a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just no contest for sure. Let's break out the Mistwalker again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one. And we're back here with the Silver Sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, realistically speaking, it seems to me, against charred enemies, the Mistwalker is just as powerful as the Silver Sword. Because you apply more spirit damage and more slash damage in comparison to splitting it with frost damage and only a little bit of spirit damage, and you take a hit with that slash damage. So it's good, but it's not incredible. Yeah, Frostner, where's Mjolnir? Seriously. Aren't very weak to spirit. Then the Mistwalker would be leagues better than the Ashlands and weapons. Think enemies aren't very weak to spirit because the Mistwalker. Yeah, That's probably it. I imagined they would be weak to spirit damage. And if you look at the wiki right now, like let me check it real quick. Charred Warrior Valheim, and I look at the wiki, it does say weak to spirit 1.5 times, resistant to pierce, very resistant to fire, and immune to poison. So if you look at that real quick, I'll put the link in the chat. It's obviously not, it's not correct. It can't be. So that's probably just user generated. It's not realistic. I don't think that's correct. We've proven it wrong. Storm Mace River is called Stormstar. What about it? Okay, yeah, let's take a look at the Stormstar, I guess. But you're going to have the same problem where you push enemies back, and so you can't get those maximum combos in. But that's a strategy. You kind of want to push enemies back, and that's a good thing. Mjolnir in Deep North. Thor guarding it. That'd be cool. Wiki is not the authority, you say? I mean, it has been. It's just the Ashlands are so new that it's not updated yet. Stormstar. Meta for very hard combat. Yeah, I talked about that a bit. I was able to switch the combat difficulty. So, okay, I got that combo in there because he kept trying to attack me. So, like right now, sometimes you can get it in there, sometimes you can't. But Stormstar is very effective, for sure. I still think the Clawson is the best mace, because if you want that knockback, you want to keep him back. You're choosing maces because of the knockback. And so, the Clawson for, like, let's say 3 Charred Warriors will keep some of them back. If you go back in the stream a bit, you'll see that I talked about this at length. But the whole Clawson thing is just so nice because it locks enemies back just like that. And you have a chance to focus on one thing at a time. So now this guy's not going to attack, so I can break out the Stormstar or like the lightning anything else, and hopefully maybe arcs between enemies. Yeah. It's pretty fantastic. I'm loving this game. I'm loving testing the new weapons. I like this new arena too. This is awesome. Let's make a nice circle. We're going to make a nice, beautiful circle on the map like I did with the other one. We'll do it differently. We'll do it in the center. Or no, every other one of these. Not every single one. Not this one, but this one. The corners. Not this one, but this one. Nice. Now this is very clearly a circle, an arena. And then the last piece. Nice. And then right there. Ashlands Arena. There we go. Lightning dual axes. Yes. I've talked about it multiple times in this stream. I think the best version of the axes are the lightning versions, or maybe the blood versions, because you're trying to be inside enemies. If you've got lots of enemies around you, you're taking damage. More damage is nice, but the lightning damage is always fantastic. No matter what, the lightning damage is fantastic. But yeah, I'm probably going to conclude it there. I talked about this a lot. This stream has been building this arena, but also I talked a lot about the philosophy of the new weapons and how I see them. Me testing other things, testing against enemies. If you enjoyed this, let me know. If you had fun, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Later.